So today we need to get to a very important stimulus update because of what President Trump just did regarding tariffs. What he did for tariffs is potentially what he's going to do for these DOGE dividend checks, aka stimulus. And according to multiple experts, this is what they have been saying for quite some time. And it's also what I've been telling you is going to happen because, again, Republicans say the money is coming. So today I'm going to break down what's going on, what this big announcement was for tariffs, but why this is such a very important piece of information that you need to know as to whether or not and how large these DOGE dividend checks might actually be. So make sure you stick around and watch this entire video, and I'll explain exactly what is going on. But first, all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So let's answer the question first. Are those DOGE dividend checks going to become reality? Well, according to multiple experts, they say that this is almost a done deal. However, and this is a big however, don't expect $5,000 DOGE dividend checks. And there's multiple reasons behind this. But expect something. Now, we're going to get to this in just a moment, but first, you need to understand what happened just today. Today, President Trump decided to put a 90-day pause on tariffs for most countries and impose a 125% tariff on China. Well, guess what happened there? The Dow surged 2,900 points. The S&P 500 posted its biggest gain since 2008 simply because of this tariff reversal. If you were in the stock market today, this was probably the best day you have ever experienced. Yes, it was one of the best days I have ever seen. Now, look at this, okay? What is the DOGE dividend check? It says here's James Fishback's update on the $5,000 stimulus check status. That was as of today. I want to read you this. It says, in an interview with Chris Cuomo, James Fishback was asked, do you think it is going to happen? To which he replied, yes, I really do believe it will happen, and I've got unique information because I've been on the Hill for the last 2 weeks, meeting with members in the House and the Senate. Well, today, I have an actual update as well, and this update actually came right before President Trump reversed the tariff decision and paused them for 90 days. What I have here is what one person is saying is something that they know is coming. Okay, I want to read this to you in just a moment. Okay, but first, I want to show you this. China has been discussing accelerating stimulus to counter Trump's tariffs. Here's the reason why. Many countries are considering tariffs in order to offset the effects, the negative effects of tariffs. Well, guess what? We still have tariffs in place, but they are set universally at just 10%. Okay? So, I want you to listen to what this person has to say. This person is a Senate aide. Okay? They're an aide to a senator, to a U.S. senator. Listen to what they have to say, and then I want to show you something else. This person says, and I quote, when you think about everything that is going on right now, there is a higher than likely chance of seeing the DOGE dividend check come to fruition. Unemployment is going up, so citizens need help to make ends meet. We have seen the turmoil from tariffs, so again, American citizens need help to pay their bills and keep food in the refrigerator. Until countries come to the negotiation table, this will continue to be the case. Keep in mind, this was right before President Trump announced the reversal. This person goes on to say, and then we have the Federal Reserve with its hands tied. Chairman Powell can't lower interest rates because he's extremely concerned with higher inflation. And factor in what DOGE is attempting to do with federal employees. If tens of thousands of employees lose their jobs through the federal government, then we can't have the private sector going through the same uncertainty. Now, when you put all of these things together, it means there is a greater chance of seeing the DOGE dividend checks hit Americans' bank accounts. But as to when this will be, Not even the president knows. Now, this is why this was such a big update, because of what this person is saying. First off, they say, we have seen unemployment is going up, so citizens need help to make ends meet. You know what tariffs would do? Tariffs actually make unemployment go up even higher. Tariffs would make unemployment go up because we see a higher cost of living. Prices go up. As prices goes up, businesses will struggle because the American people don't have money to go and buy those products. So tariffs going up would have been detrimental. It means unemployment goes up. And so right now with tariffs sitting at universally 10%, that's good news. That means unemployment essentially is not going up. Again, if unemployment goes up, then it means we have to provide stimulus, but not necessarily from DOGE. Person goes on to say, we have seen the turmoil from stimulus or from tariffs. So again, American citizens need help to pay their bills and keep food in the refrigerator. So if tariffs don't go into effect and they're universally at just 10%, does that mean there's a lower chance of this DOGE dividend coming to fruition? Possibly. But again, okay, let's keep listening. Then they say Chairman Powell can't lower interest rates because he is extremely concerned with higher inflation. You know what would have contributed to higher inflation? Tariffs. So right now there's a chance that Jerome Powell could lower interest rates in the future because we're not concerned about higher inflation. Because again, tariffs have been universally set. It's just 10%. Then factor in what DOGE is attempting to do with federal employees. If tens of thousands of employees lose their jobs through the federal government, we can't have federal employees losing their jobs at the same time the private sector. Okay, your Walmarts, your Targets, your Costco's, okay, your Sam's Clubs. We can't have those people losing their jobs at the same time. This would create so much chaos and just pandemonium here in the United States. But look at this. This right here is the updated, just from yesterday, updated Department of Government Efficiency. This is how much money they have saved. Estimated savings, $150 billion. This number keeps going up, which is great, right? Well, here's what you need to know. This number should be far greater than $150 billion. 2 weeks ago, we learned that billionaire Elon Musk said the Department of Government Efficiency is saving roughly $4 billion per day. Okay. So 2 weeks ago, we were sitting at $130 billion in savings. That was 14 days ago. So 14 times 4, 14 days times $4 billion is what? 4 times, what was that? 4, you're looking at, $56 billion. So if you add $56 billion is the estimated savings from DOGE, you add $56 billion to the $130 billion, does that equal $150 billion? No. That equals $186 billion. We are $36 billion short. So Elon Musk saying that we're averaging about $4 billion in savings per day, he's far off. Okay? Here's the problem with this. We need the Department of Government Efficiency to save money in order for them to send out a check. Okay? There's not going to be a stimulus check coming to the American people. What there could be is tax credits on a federal level. That would be, outside of DOGE. But if you're going to use DOGE's savings, and again, it would be 20% of this number right here, we're far from a substantial check. If anything, you're looking at maybe a couple $100. That's it. Again, $200 to $300 is still going to be substantial to certain households, but it's not going to move the needle. And some are saying that this isn't something that is absolutely necessary. But listen to this. This person says what President Trump did today is a huge indicator of what will likely happen to any potential DOGE dividend check. President Trump proposed a massive tariff on many countries just to get right to the finish line and then roll it back. That is what I've been saying for several weeks, is just wait. President Trump is a businessman. He's a negotiator. This is what he's done. And this shouldn't be a shock to anybody. That he goes and says, I'm going to give you this. And he gives you a little bit less. It's still more than what you had. So you're still very happy to receive it. But it's not what was promised. Then this person goes on to say, this could be what President Trump plans for the DOGE dividends as well. Many Republicans believe that they must pass this dividend payment or risk losing seats in the midterm election. Keep in mind, we're like a year and a half away from the midterm elections. They're going to be coming in November of 2026. And right now, what we're hearing from multiple Republicans is they are somewhat upset and furious at what the Trump administration is doing, because adding tariffs on top of the already higher prices is only going to make things worse, and we're going to see additional inflation. What many Republicans were campaigning on was to bring prices down, not up. And so what they're saying is, we have to do what the American people want, or else we are going to lose our seats. So that means we need to bring prices down. Yeah, that'd be great. But also, what's one of the big things that many Republicans have been saying? We can pass these DOGE dividend checks. We can make the government more efficient. Now, if Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency go and take this number up to, let's say, $1 trillion, so they add another $850 billion in the next several months. Okay, great. We save the federal government a lot of money. But where is that money going? Where is the savings going? Is it going to people that absolutely need it? Is it going to the veterans and the senior citizens and the lower income households? Or is it going to the millionaires and billionaires who don't need any additional assistance? Who $5,000 would not change their life at all? That's the big question. So all I can tell you right now is yes, what President Trump did today, reversing course on these tariffs, that could be a very good indication as to what we are about to see in the near future for these DOGE dividend checks. It's probably going to act like stimulus in a small sense, but at the end of the day, it's going to give the American people stability and certainty, guarantee them that they have a little bit of money coming in. So we'll see what happens. All we know right now is that, yes, this was a very good day for the markets. This was a very good day for many other countries. According to President Trump, China is already trying to negotiate out of these 125% tariffs. If China negotiates and President Trump brings the prices down or the percentage down on the tariffs for China, that's going to be big. That's going to be a huge, huge move. Not just for potential DOGE dividend checks, but just for life in general here in the United States and around the world as well. So if you have any questions regarding these DOGE dividend checks or what we just experienced with these reciprocal tariffs, please let me know and ask your questions down in the comment section below. But as of today, that is all we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.